and thanks for joining us for our more lessons in math skills. I am Hazel McNeil Darby. So let's go in with today's lesson on mathematics. It's from the Stage 2 Measurements and Standards unit. All right? So the learning outcome, the learner will understand how to work with different imperial and metric units and convert between systems. We will also be looking at approximation for imperial and metric conversion, and the focus, as we said, is capacity. The main thing you need to know is that 2 pints is slightly more than 1 liter. All right? So by the end of the lesson, the students will be able to use imperial units using today's conversion, sorry. The content here, as we said, is the pint and the gallon, the quart to a lesser extent. And the metric ones are capacity. For capacity, which we are doing today, is milliliters, centiliters, which is not so popular, and the liter. You should be able to convert from one metric unit to another. You should also be able to convert from imperial unit to metric units using the approximation below, and that is that 2 pints is slightly more than 1 liter. Now, what is capacity? Capacity is the amount of liquid or other pourable substance that any object can hold when full. When the amount of milk or water or grains, for example peas, are given in pints, quarts, and gallons, we are describing the unit of the measurement of capacity. The amount of liquid may also be in metric units such as millimeters, centiliters, or liters. All right? So the instruments that are popularly used with capacity are the teaspoon and the measuring cup. Those are the instruments. But of course, we in Jamaica will use the quart pan if you go to the market as well. All right? So remember that capacity is how much a container holds when it is full. The units of capacity, as we said before, are the pint, quart, gallon for the imperial, and for the metric, it is the millimeter, the milliliter, centiliter, and the liter. All right? So 2 pints is 1 quart, and 4 quarts is 1 gallon. So here's a question. How many pints are in 1 gallon? Explain your thinking. Each quart is 2 pints, and the 4 quarts is 1 gallon. So 4 quarts is 4 sets of 2 pints, or 8 pints. So the answer is 8 pints make the gallon. All right? Let's compare some units of capacity. The teaspoon is a unit of capacity. It's about 5 milliliters. Something that you'd use to take your medicine. So if you look at this container, the bottom one is 5 milliliters, and that would be a teaspoon. 15 milliliters would be a tablespoon. 1 cup. 1 cup is about 350 milliliters. We're not talking about your big tea mug now. We are talking about the measurement unit called a cup. A pint. 1 pint is about 570 milliliters, approximately 570 milliliters. So this bottle, for example, is about 1 pint, slightly less than a pint, because a pint is 570 and this is 500 milliliters. A 2-liter bottle of soda is just that, 2 liters. So it's called a 2-liter bottle of soda because it is 2 liters. 2 liters is about 4 pints. And a quart, 1 quart is about 1 liter. 1 quart is about 1 liter. So this size bottle, which is a little bit bigger than what you drink in one go, is 1 liter. Okay? We're going to stop there right now. It's time for a break. Don't go anywhere. More lessons in math when we return. Thanks for staying with us. Let us pick up right where we left off. So we were comparing some capacity units. Select Or that could be the amount of juice a person has at lunchtime. Maybe about this bottle size. 3 teaspoons? I don't think so. What about a pint? Let's revisit the 3 teaspoons. 3 teaspoons is about 5 milliliters, therefore that's just 15 milliliters, a tablespoon or so. So we wouldn't do that. 1 pint? 1 pint is approximately 500 milliliters, or half a liter, that should say. That's about this. This is about a pint. Would you have this? Yes, so that is a correct answer. Good job. 5 liters? 5 liters is a lot. 5 liters would be 5 of this. You would have that for lunch. All right, so that's not a correct answer. It's about 10 pints, maybe for about 10 persons. Half a liter? Half a liter is slightly less than 1 pint. Yes, so we could have that for lunch, which is the bottle I showed you earlier, the smaller bottle. All right, let's continue some comparing. Select all the amounts that are suitable in the scenario of the capacity of a car gas tank. Let's talk about the car gas tank. You might never have seen one, but you could maybe visit your school and go to the auto section and see if you could see that. But let's talk about that. 50 liters. If you look at the details for a car, it will tell you that 50 liters is about what a car would hold when full. All right, so that's a correct answer. Remember, capacity means how much when full. All right? 50 milliliters, remember what 5 milliliters look like? This is 50 milliliters. Would this be a gas tank? No. Okay, let me hold that up again. This is 50 milliliters. The centiliters would be 10 of this. We wouldn't have that either. Okay, 50 pints. 50 pints, let me go back. 1 pint, 50 pints, not a car gas tank either. That's 50 pints. 50 pints is about half of the gas tank, 30 liters. 50 gallons is a whole lot. 50 gallons, 50 of this. All right, let me hold it again, 50 of this. That's too much. 12 gallons actually is the same. 50 gallons would be 4 gas tanks. 12 gallons is close to 50 liters, just about the same as 50 liters. All right, let's go again. All right, here's a fact that you need to remember. You need to remember it because sometimes it's stated in the exam and sometimes it's not. 1 liter is about 2 pints. 1 liter is about 2 pints. Let's go again. 1 pint, 1 liter. 1 liter is about 2 pints. 2 of this make 1 of this. Sorry, 2 of this makes 1 of this. Got you. All right. So here's a question for you now. Approximately how many liters are in 10 gallons? And I would like to see you show your working. Okay, so 2 pints, 1 liter, 4 pints, 2 liters, 6, 8 pints, 4 liters. So 8 pints is 4 liters. There we go, that's your gallon. Let's go on the other side now. 1 gallon is 8 pints. So here we can see a relationship right there. 1 gallon is the same as 8 pints. So let's go. 10 gallons would be 10 times that, which would be 40 liters. So the answer is that 8 pints is about 40 liters. 10 gallons, sorry, is about 40 liters. 10 gallons is about 40 liters. All right, here are some sample questions. Which of the following metric measurements is nearest to 1 pint? Have you seen your answer? Let's work that out. Remember that 1 pint is about half of a liter. So then, Which answer is it? The answer is A. All right. Let's go again. What is 6 gallons of milk in pints? Remember, 8 pints make a gallon. So 6 gallons would be 6 times 8, 48. So your answer, oh, we didn't read the option answers. The answer would have been 48. All right, let's take another question. A catering assistant has 2 liters of orange juice. How many milliliter glasses can she fill with the juice? Remember that 1 liter is 1,000 milliliters. Therefore, 2 liters would be 2,000 milliliters. Now, a reminder for the exam, remember that you can't take a calculator in the exam. So you have to be good at your multiplication, your division, addition, and subtraction. You need to practice that, all right? So if 1 is 1,000, then 2 would be 2,000. So the 2,000 milliliters, and we have 200 milliliters for each container. So it means that when we divide the 2,000 by the 200, we will get 10. So it therefore means that it can share for 10 persons. She can fill 10 glasses. All right, let's talk about something else with our capacity. Remember that we said capacity is how much a container holds when full. And we're talking about liquid measurement most of the time, but also it is anything that is pourable. So it can work for grains. For example, we buy peas at the market in pints. So a pint of peas would be about how much if we were to change that to liters? Pint? About half a liter. About half a liter. All right. Let's look at another question. Oh, we looked at this one already? Oh, here's another one. Okay, so she's making drinks for children. She puts 150 milliliters in each cup. She has a jug with 3 liters of juice. How many cups of juice can she prepare from the 3 liters of juice? So it's 150 in each cup, and she has 3 in all. Again, remember, 1 liter is 1,000 milliliters. You will not get the conversion in the exam, or you may, but most times it's not there. You will have to remember, and you will have to go through it on the table as we did yesterday, or use another method. So 3 liters would be 3 times 1,000, which would be 3,000. So the 3,000 milliliters that's in the container that she has in the fruit juice, 150 in each one, we could take away the 150 over and over again, and we could get our answer. Each time you take it away, you count it off. That's one way you could do your answer. Or, as I have done here on the screen, I divided this number by 10 and this one by 10. Both numbers, divider and dividend by 10. I now have 300 divided by 15. That's easier to do. Again, you could do the repeat subtraction by taking away 15 from 300 over and over, or just take it from one of the hundreds over and over and pile it up and count it as you go along. I got 20 for my answer. Did you get 20? Good job. All right, let's look at another question. How many liters of oil does a shop owner need to fill a 5 milliliter bottle? How would you go about working this one? He has 5 bottles. Each bottle has, can hold 5 milliliters. How much oil would he need in all? That's a question. Is that your understanding? Good. Again, you have to remember that 1 liter is 1,000 milliliters. You might not get this information on the exam paper. Near the question, you will have to remember. Milli means 1,000th of. So if each one is 5 milliliters and there are 5 of them, then we do our multiplication, or we could do repeat addition. So it is 500, 500, 500, 500, 500, 500, 5 times. And that will give us 2,500 milliliters. But the question asks how many liters. So what do we do? 2,500 milliliters, how many milliliters, how many liters would that be? All right, so we would divide by 1,000. Or you could reason it out. Remember, if you look at it, it is 2,500. So the answer is 2.5 liters. Good job. You did well today. All right, see you next time.